Papa Smurf. Tony Fox. 1 minute to the start of the race. Steve Roebling. "45 seconds to the
Chuck, could
start
I
of
get
the
you on
race.
this side of the track? Please and thank you.
Justin Carey. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Jacob Montgomery. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's go ahead and get you guys lined up. It'll be Tony in 1, Justin in 2, Josh in 3, Steve in 4, Jacob 5, Tony in 1, Justin 2, Josh 3, Steve 4, Jacob 5. I have my marshals in place. You guys are listening for your name. Tony, Justin, Josh, Steve, and Jacob. Caution the right hand side. Stay tight on the right. Tight on the right. All clear. One minute down, 4 remain. 1 minute down, 4 remain. It is
4
currently
minutes left.
Tony, your leader, with a 36 and a 501. Jacob in second with a 34 and the 506, back 4.3. Justin in third with a 31 and the 505, back 5 seconds. Steve in fourth with a 31 and the 506, back 1.2. Josh in fifth with a 20, now a 30 and the 504, back 2.9. Three minutes remain. 3 minutes
left.
remain. It is Tony, your leader. Jacob in second, back 9 seconds. Steve in third, back 1.4. Justin in fourth, back 2.8. And Josh in fifth, back 1.3. Currently, Tony holds the fastest lap with an 8.3. With an 8.13, I'm sorry. Jacob, his fastest lap is an 8.36. Steve, his fastest lap is an 8.3. Josh's fastest lap is 8.7. And Justin's fastest lap is an 8.4. Caution on the front stretch. All clear.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. It is Tony, your leader, with a 35 in the 5:05. Steven second with a 34 in the 5:03, back 4 seconds. Jacob in third with a 33 in the 5:02, back 4.8. Josh in fourth with a 31 in the 5:04, back 13.4. Coming up next is 12 scale heat 2. 12 scale heat 2. I'll be looking for Randy, Kyle, Brian, David, and Jerry in a minute 30. Looking for you 5 drivers in a minute 30.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds. Final 60. It is Tony, your leader, with a 35 in the 5:08. Steven second with a 34 in the 5:02, back 2.5. Jacob in third with a 32 in the
45
5:04,
seconds
back 16.2. Josh in fourth with a 32 in the 5:05, back 0.1. Coming up next is 12 scale heat 2. 12 scale heat 2, looking for you 5 drivers in 30 seconds. 30 seconds remain, drivers. 30 seconds
left.
remain.
Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Finish this lap. Drivers will be done once you hear your name. Do not slow down
Tony
until you
Fox
hear
done.
your name. Tony, you are done.
Papa Smurf done.
Josh, you are done.
Steve Roebling
Steve, you are done.
done. Jacob
And
Montgomery
there's
done.
Jacob. Tony got the win with a 34 in the 5:05 with a fast lap of 8.13. Steve got second with a 34 in the 5:01, just 1.1 seconds off of Tony. Josh got third with a 32 in the 5:00. Jacob got fourth with a 32 in the 5:02. Out on the tracker now is 12 scale heat race 2. I'll be looking for Randy, Kyle, Brian, David, and Jerry. And for my marshals, I am looking for Jacob, Josh, Steve, and Tony.
Randy Wells.
Tony, Steve, Josh, and Jacob. Need you 4 marshals.
This dig.
Brian, do you have a new transponder? All right.
1 minute to the
It
start
was showing
of
up
the
as a
race.
complete different guy.
Kyle
I'm like,
Brummett.
wait a minute. Y'all are changing on me. Come on.
– 45 seconds to the start of the race.
I got Tony out here. I got Steve. I got Josh. And I have Jacob. Thank you all for.
– 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. So Jerry's a scratch for this heat race. So it'll just be you 4 drivers.
15 seconds to the start of the race. David L.
All right, let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Randy in 1, Kyle 2, Brian 3, David 4, Randy 1, Kyle 2, Brian 3, David 4. You guys are chasing Tony's TQ with a 34 in the 5-0 with a fast lap of 8.1. It'll be Randy in 1, Kyle 2, Brian 3, David 4. You guys are listening for your name. Randy, Kyle, Brian, and David.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. Caution in the center, caution in the center. All clear. 1 minute down, 4 to go. I think it's David, your new leader. Yes, it is. David, your new leader with a 35 in the 5:03. Brian in second with a 34 in the 5:08. Back 2.8. Kyle in third with a 33 in the 5:04. Back 2 seconds. Randy in fourth with a 30 in the 5:07. Back 9.3. Remember, you guys are chasing Tony's TQ with a 34 in the 5:0 set in the previous heat race.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. It is David, your leader. Brian in second, back 5 seconds. Kyle in third, back 2.1. Randy in fourth, back 10.9. Currently, Brian holds the fastest lap with an 8.0 now. David, his fastest lap is an 8.2. Kyle's fastest lap is an 8.5, and Randy's fastest lap is an 8.7.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. Make sure we're watching out for each other out there. It is David, your leader, with a 35 in the 5:05. Kyle now in second with a 33 in the 5:07. Back 11 seconds. Randy in third with a 30 in the 5:0. Back 13.9.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds, final 60. It is David, your leader, with a 35 in the 5:05. Kyle in second with a 33 in the 5:08, back 16.1. Randy in third with a 31 in the 5:06, back
45 seconds
14.1. Coming up next is USGT Heat 1. USGT Heat 1 coming up in 30 seconds. Looking for Brian, John, Chuck, and TJ. Looking for you 4 drivers in 30 seconds.
30 seconds
30
left.
seconds remain. 30 seconds remain.
Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name. Do not slow down until you hear your name. Everyone is still alive. Keep on rolling.
Randy Wells.
Randy, you are done.
Kyle Brummett.
Kyle, you are done. And here comes David.
David L.
There's David. David got the win and the TQ with a 35 and the 505 with a fast lap of 8.2. Kyle got second with a 33 and the 506. Randy got third with a 31 and the 507. Out on the tracker now is USGT Heat 1. I'm looking for Brian Smith, John, Chuck, and TJ. For my marshals, I'm looking for Brian Fink, Randy, Kyle, and David.
The Unicorn.
Hey Brian, one more time.
John Sumner. The Unicorn. TJ Holloway. Snowman.
I have Brian's volunteer here. I have Kyle. I have Randy.
1 minute to the
Looking
start of the
for
race.
David when he has a second.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Brian in 1, John in 2. Brian in 1, John in 2, Chuck in 3, TJ in 4. Would you guys like a heads up? Right now it's on staggered. Staggered? Alright. You guys are all set. Once you hear your name, Brian, John, Chuck, and TJ.
"4 minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Chuck, your leader, with a 30 and the 508. TJ in second with a 30 and the 510, back 0.8. Brian in third with a 29 and the 504, back 0.8. John in fourth with a 29 and the 507, back half a second.
3 minutes left.
Three minutes remain. It is TJ your leader with a 30 in the 5:09. Chuck in second with a 29 in the 5:01, back half a second. Brian in third with a 29 in the 5:07, back 2.9. Currently, Chuck holds the fastest lap. That is on the track right now with a 9.8. TJ, his fastest lap is a 10.1. Brian's fastest lap is a 10.2. And if you're curious, John's fastest lap is a 9.6. That is the fastest of the race so far. Coming up next is GT12 Heat 1. I'll see you 7 drivers in roughly 2 minutes.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. It is TJ your leader. Chuck in second, back 1/10. Brian in third, back 4.1. Final 60 seconds, final 60. It is Chuck, your leader, with a 30 in the
1 minute
5:08.
left.
TJ in second with a 30 in the 5:08, back 0.3. Brian in third with a 29 in the 5:05, back 6.3.
Forty-five seconds left. Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds left, 30 seconds left. Coming up next is GT12 Heat 1 with Brian, David, Nick, TJ, Nick,
15 seconds
Cooper,
left.
and Brad. 10 seconds remain, 10 seconds remain. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name.
Snowman done.
Brian, you are done.
The unicorn done.
Chuck, you are done.
TJ Holloway done.
And TJ, you're done. Chuck got the win with a 30 in the 5:07. TJ got third with a 30 in the 5:10. Brian got third with a 29 in the 5:03. Out on the tracker now is GT12 Heat 1 with Brian, David, Zaylee, TJ, Nick, Cooper, and Brad. For my marshals, I'm looking for TJ, not TJ because he is racing. So I am looking for Chuck, Brian Smith, John Sumner, and 1 volunteer.
The Stig.
Chuck Ray, Brian
Cooper
Smith,
King.
John Sumner,
Nick
and
Haley.
1 volunteer. Please and thank you.
Nick Sarter. David L. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. TJ Holloway. Brad Ringer.
All
30
right.
seconds
I
to
have
start
all
the
7
race.
drivers. I have John out here looking for Brian Smith, Chuck, and 1 volunteer. Brian Smith, Chuck, and 1
15 seconds to
volunteer.
the start of the race.
In the meantime, we will get you guys lined up. It'll be Brian Fink in 1, David in 2, Zaylee in 3, TJ in 4, Nick in 5, Cooper in 6, and Brad in 7. All right, thank you. It is Brian in 1, David 2, Zaylee 3, TJ 4, Nick 5, Cooper 6, and Brad in 7. I have all 7 drivers. I have all 4 marshals. You guys are good. Once you hear your name, Brian, David, Zaylee, TJ, Nick, Cooper, and Brad.
Four minutes left.
One minute down, 3 to go. It is Brian, your leader, with a 33 and a 5:03. Zaylee in second with a 32 and a 5:08, back 4 seconds. David in third with a 31 and the 5:03, back 1.2. TJ in fourth. Stay tight on the back, tight on the back, tight on the back. All clear. Just watch out for Chuck. All clear on the back. It is TJ in fourth with a 31 and the 5:03, back 0.3. Stay tight on that right. All clear. Brad in fifth with a 31 and the 5:06, back 1.4. Nick
3
in
minutes
sixth
left.
with a 28 and the 5:02, back 5.7. Cooper in seventh with a 25 and the 5:09, back 12. Now 18.5. 3 minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. Stay wide on the right, wide on the right, wide on the right, wide on the right. All clear. Caution in the center. Stay wide in the center. Wide in the center. Wide in the center. All clear in the center. Two minutes remain. It is TJ your leader. Brian in second, back 0.7. Brad in third, back half a second. David in fourth, back 1.5. Zaylee in fifth, back 1.8. Nick in sixth, back 6.5. And Cooper in seventh, back 50 seconds. Coming up next is Formula One Heat 1 with Brian Vanderveen, Josh, Brian Smith, Chuck, and Kyle. Looking for you 5 drivers in a minute 30.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds, final 60. It is TJ your leader, Brad in second, back 1/10. Brian in third, back 2.5. David in fourth, back 3.8. Zaylee in fifth, back 2 seconds.
45 seconds
Nick in
left.
sixth, back 6.3. And Cooper in seventh, back 57. Up next is Formula One Heat 1. Formula One Heat 1, looking for you 5 drivers in roughly 35 seconds.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left, 30 seconds remain.
Fifteen seconds left.
Finish this lap. Drivers will be done once
Mistake
you
done.
hear your name. Brian, you are
Nick Zaylee
done.
TJ
Zaylee,
Hallway
you are done. Cooper, you are done. TJ, you are done.
David
David, you are
done.
done. Brad, you're
Brad,
done.
you're
Just
done.
looking for Nick. There's
Sauter
Nick.
done.
Everyone's now finished. TJ got the win with a 31 in the 501 with a fast lap of 9.2. Brad got second with a 31 in the 501, 2/10 off of TJ. Brian got third with a 31 in the 502 with a fast lap of 8.8. That was the fastest of that heat race. David got fourth with a 31 in the 506. Zaylee got fifth with a 30 in the 502. Nick got sixth with a 30 in the 508. And Cooper got seventh with a 24 in the 50. Out on the track right now is Formula One Heat 1. Looking for Vanderveen,
Drummond.
Josh, Smith, Chuck, and Kyle. For my marshals, I'm looking for David, Brian Fink, Brad, and TJ. TJ, Brad, Brian Fink, and David. I need you four marshals as soon as possible, please, and
Brian
thank you.
Vanderveen. One minute to the start of the race. The Unicorn. Papa Smuff.
I have Vanderveen, I have Josh, I have Chuck, I have Kyle. Just looking for Brian Smith. And
45
for my
seconds to the
marshals,
start of the
I have
race.
Brad, I have TJ. Thank you both. Looking for Brian Fink and David when you guys have a second.
"30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah. He messaged me at 7:28. He said, "Tell David you have a good job." He's outta here. I did notice that one.
Snowman.
All right, let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Vanderveen in 1, Josh in 2, Smith in 3, Chuck in 4, and Kyle in 5. Vanderveen in 1, Josh in 2, Smith in 3, Chuck in 4, Kyle 5. I have my 5 drivers. I have my 4 marshals. You guys are good to go. Once you hear your name, Vanderveen, Josh, Smith, Chuck, and Kyle.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Josh, your leader, with a 30 and the 5:03. Kyle in second with a 30 and the 5:06, back half a second. Vanderveen in third with a 30 and the 5:08, back .2. Chuck in fourth with a 30 and the 5:10, back half a second. Smith in fifth with a 26 and the 5:10, back 11.3.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. It is Josh, your leader. Vanderveen in second, back .6. Chuck in third, back 1.7. Kyle in fourth, back .3. And Smith in fifth, back 12.2. Currently, Josh holds the fastest lap with a 9.65. Vanderveen's fastest lap is a 9.69. Chuck's fastest lap is a 9.9. Kyle's fastest lap is a 10 flat. And Smith, his fastest lap is a 10.2. Caution on the backstretch, stay wide. All clear.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. It is Josh, your leader, with a 30 and the 5:03. Vanderveen in second with a 30 and the 5:08, back 2.8. Chuck in third with a 30 and the 5:09, back 1 second. Kyle in fourth with a 29 and the 5:0, back .7. Smith in fifth with a 28 and the 5:09, back 12.6. Caution on the front stretch, stay tight. All clear.
Yeah.
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds, final 60. It is Josh, your leader, with a 30 in the 506. Vanderveen in second with a 30 in the 506, back 1/10. Now it is Vanderveen, your
45
new
seconds
leader.
left.
Josh in second, back 0.7. Chuck in third with a 29 in the 502, back 4.5. Kyle in fourth with a 29 in the 504, back 1.6. Smith in fifth with a 27 in the 501, back 16.1.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds remain. 30 seconds remain. Your closest race is for the lead between Vanderveen and Josh. Josh is behind Vanderveen, roughly 0.7 seconds.
15 seconds left.
10 seconds remain. 10 seconds remain. Finish this lap. Drivers will be done once you hear your name. Keep on rolling until you hear your name. No one is done. Keep on rolling.
Brian Vanderveen
There's
done.
Vanderveen.
The Unicorn done.
There's Chuck.
Papa Smith done.
I have Josh.
Kyle Brummett
I
done.
have Kyle. And I have
Snowman done.
Smith. Vanderveen got the win with a 30 in the 506 with a fast lap of 9.68. Josh got second with a 30 in the 507 with a fast lap of 9.65. Chuck got third with a 29 in the 503. Kyle got fourth with a 29 in the 504. Smith got fifth with a 27 in the 509. We'll come back in 15 minutes, right at 8 o'clock. 15 minutes, right at 8 o'clock with your second round. What? Yo. Also heads up to GT12 drivers. All GT12 drivers, there will be 2 heat races. 2 heat races in GT12. Your guys' heat races are posted. We'll go ahead and get started in now 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Right at 8 o'clock. Again, all GT12 drivers, there are 2 heat races. Please go and check the board to see what heat race you are in. GT12 drivers, there are 2 heat races.
Jerry Moss. Steve Roebling. 14 flat. 8-9. 9-5. 8-6. 9-5. 8-3. 9-6. 8-2. 8-6. 8-6. 23.3. 8-3. 9-7. 8-3. 9-8. 8-5. 8-6. 10-5. 8-5. 9-2. 9-4. 9-4. 9-5. 9-3. 9-6. 9-4. 9-3. 9-1. 9-3. 9-5. 9-4. 9-4. 9-4. 9-2. 9-3. 9-4. 9-3. 9-5. 10-3. 9-4. 9-3. 9-4. Jacob Montgomery. $21.6. $9.4. $9.2. $8.9. $8.6. $8.5. $8.5. $9.9. $9 flat. $8.7. $10.3. $12 flat. $9.2. $11.3. $9.1. $9.1. $9.4. $8.9. $10.9. $9.6. $11.6.
Yeah.
23.9.
Alrighty, it is that time. It is now 8:01. I'm looking for Jacob, Randy, Brian Fink, and Jerry for my 12 scale Heat 1. Looking for you 4 drivers. And for my marshals, if I could I please and thank you get John, Brian Smith, TJ, and Chuck. Chuck, TJ, Brian Smith, and John. If I could get you 4 marshals, I would greatly appreciate it. Hey Chuck, could you move that rail back this way? Yep, This one right here. Yep. Thank you. I have Jacob out here. I'm looking for Randy. Randy. Wow. Looking for Randy, Brian Fink, and Jerry for my last 3 drivers. I have Chuck. I have TJ looking for Brian Smith and John Sumner. I see Brian Smith walking this way now. And I see Jerry walking this way. As well as Randy coming down the stairs. And I do see Brian Fink walking this way. If you are missing a spring on your 12 scale, I do have a spring in my hand. If you didn't lose a spring on the track, I do have a 12 scale spring in my hand. I have Chuck, I have TJ, I have Brian Smith. Just looking for John Sumner. Also, if you're missing a 12 scale spring, I have a spring in my hand right now. If you're missing one,
Jerry Moss.
again, if you lost a 12 scale spring, I have a spring in my hands. If you did lose it, please come and grab it.
On the last 2 I did. Not as much conflict.
Randy Wells. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Jacob in 1, Randy 2, Brian 3, Jerry 4. Jacob 1, Randy 2, Brian 3, Jerry 4.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
I have 4 drivers. I have 4 marshals. You guys are listening for your name. Jacob, Randy, Brian, and Jerry.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Jacob, your leader, with a 34 in the 506. Randy in second with a 30 in the 507. Back 8.4. Stay wide in the center, wide in the center, wide in the center. All clear. Brian in third with a 30 in the 507. Back 1.2. Jerry in fourth with a 30 in the 507. Back 2 tenths.
Is that the only
3 minutes left.
I'm gonna go set up here.
3 minutes remain. It is Jacob, your leader. Randy in second, back 8.7. Jerry in third, back 13.4. Currently, Jacob holds the fastest lap with an 8.76. Randy, his fastest lap with an 8.77. Jerry's fastest lap is a 9.1. And if you're curious, Brian, he does hold the fastest lap of this heat race with an 8.1. And it looks like Brian will join us back again.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. It is Jacob, your leader, with a 33 in the 503. Randy in second with a 31 in the 501, back 10.8. Jerry in third with a 29 in the 508, back 17.3. And Brian in fourth with a 15 in the 508. Coming up next is Tuasco Heat Race 2. Tuasco Heat Race 2. I will be looking for David, Tony, Steve, Kyle, and Josh. I'll be looking for you 5 drivers in a minute 30. Final 60 seconds for the race. Final
minute left.
60. It is Jacob, your leader, with a 30 in the 504. Randy in second with a 32 in the 508, back 10.9. Jerry in third with a 29 in the 50, back 17.9. Brian in fourth with a 20 in the
45
505. Coming up next is Tuasco Heat 2. Tuasco Heat 2 looking for you 5 drivers in 30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds remain. 30 seconds remain. Caution the
15
center.
seconds left.
All clear in the center. There is 10 seconds remain. 10 seconds remain. Finish this lap. Drivers will be done once you hear your name. Do not slow down until you hear your name. Everyone is still live. Keep on rolling.
Jacob Montgomery done.
Jacob, you are done.
Jerry Moss done.
Jerry, you are
Randy
done.
Wells done.
Randy and Brian,
Mystic
you're
done.
done. Everyone is now finished. Jacob got the win with a 30 in the 505. Randy got second with a 32 in the 507. Jerry got third, the 29 in the 501. And Brian got fourth with a 22 in the 505 with a fast lap of 8.13, making that the fastest of that heat race. Out on the track right now is 12 scale heat race 2. 12 scale heat race 2. I am looking for David, Tony, Steve, Kyle, and Josh. For my marshals, I'm looking for Ryan Fink, Jerry, Randy, and
Kyle
Jacob.
Brummett.
Jacob, Randy, Jerry, and Brian Fink. I need you for marshals, please, and thank you.
David L. Steve Roebling. Tony Fox. Papa Smurf. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's get you guys lined up. It'll be David in 1, Tony in 2,
15 seconds to the start
Steve
of
in
the race.
3, Kyle 4, Josh 5, David 1, Tony 2, Steve 3, Kyle 4, Josh 5. I have all 4 marshals. I have all 5 drivers. You guys are listening for your name. David, Tony, Steve, Kyle, and Josh.
Four minutes
1
left.
minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Steve, your leader, with a 36 in the 505. Josh, now David in second with a 36 in the 508, back half a second. Josh on third with a 35 in the 504, back 1.2. Tony in fourth with a 34 in the 506, back 2.5. And Kyle in fifth with a 33 in the 506, back 3 seconds.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. Stay tight on the back, tight on the back, tight on the back, tight on the back. All clear. 2:45 left, 2 minutes 45 seconds. It is David, your leader. Steve in second, back 1.1. Tony in third, back 3.7. Josh in fourth, back half a second. And Kyle in fifth, back 11.8. Currently, Tony holds the fastest lap with an 8.2. Caution in the front, caution on the front. Stay wide in the front, wide in the front. All clear. Currently, Tony holds the fastest lap with an 8.22. Josh, his fastest lap is an 8.26. David, his fastest lap is an 8.347. Steve, his fastest lap is an 8.345. Kyle, his fastest lap is an 8.6.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. It is David, your leader, with a 35 and the 5.0. Steve in second with a 34 and the 5.03, back 6.9. Tony in third with a 33 and the 5.01, back 4.4. Josh in fourth with a 32 and the 5.07, back 10 and a half. Kyle in fifth with a 31 and the 5.0, back 1.4. Coming up next is GT12 Heat 1. GT12 Heat 1 with Zaylee, Nick, Cooper, and Justin.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds, final 60. It is David, your leader, with a 35 and the 5.01. Steve in second with a 34 and the 5.02, back 7.7. Tony in third with a 34 and the 5.07, back 3.7. Kyle in fourth with a 31 and the 5.0, back 15.3. Up next is GT12 Heat 1 with Zaylee, Nick, Cooper, and Justin. 30 seconds remain. 30 seconds remain. 30 seconds remain.
Fifteen seconds left.
Finish this lap. Drivers will be done once you hear your name. Do not slow down until you hear your name. Everyone is still live except for David.
Steve Roebling
Steve,
done.
you're done. There's
Tony.
Tony.
Fox done.
And
Kyle
there's
Brown
Kyle.
done.
David got the win with a 35 and the 5.02 with a fast lap of 8.3. Steve got second with a 34 and the 5.02. Tony got third with a 34 and the 5.10 with a fast lap of 8.2. That was the fastest of that heat race. Kyle got fourth with a 31 and the 5.08. Out on the track right now is GT12 Heat 1. I'm looking for Zaylee, Nick, Cooper, and Justin. For my marshals, if I could I get Kyle, Tony, Steve, and David? David, Steve, Tony, and Kyle. If I could get you four marshals, I would greatly appreciate that.
Nick Sarter. Nick Zaylee. One minute to the start of the race. Justin Carey.
I got Zaylee, I got Nick, I got Cooper, I got Justin. Looking for my four
45
marshals.
seconds to the start
I
of the race.
see Tony over there. I have Steve. I have Kyle in front of me. Just looking for David when he has a second.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's
15
get you
seconds
guys
to
lined
the
up.
start of the race.
Hey, Kyle. Let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Zaylee in 1, Nick in 2, Cooper in 3, Justin in 4. Zaylee in 1, Nick in 2, Cooper 3, Justin 4. All right, I have my 4 drivers. I have my 4 marshals. You guys are good to go once you hear your name. Zaylee, Nick, Cooper, and Justin. One minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Justin, your leader, with a 32 and the 509. Nick in second with a 31 and the 501, back .2. Zaylee in third with a 31 and the 502, back .3. Cooper in fourth with a 29 and the 503, back 4.7. Caution on the top right. Stay wide on the top right. Wide on the top right. All clear.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. It is Justin, your leader. Nick in second, back 5.2. Zaylee in third, back 1/10. Cooper in fourth, back 18.6. Currently, Justin holds the fastest lap with an 8.8. Zaylee's fastest lap is a 9.3. Nick, his fastest lap is a 9.4. And Cooper's fastest lap is a 9.9.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. It is Justin, your leader, with a 33 and the 505. Zaylee in second with a 32 and the 509, back 6.8. Nick in third with a 31 and the 505, back 3.3. Cooper in fourth with a 27 and the 501, back 25.5. My bad. Coming up next is GT12 Heat 2 with TJ, Brad, Brian, and David. Looking for you 4 drivers in the minute 30.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds. Final 60. It is Justin, your leader, with a 33 in the 508. Zaylee in second with a 32 in the 508, back 7.3. Nick in third with a 31 in the 502, back 3.4. Cooper in fourth with a 28 in the 509, back 33.3. Coming up next is GT12, Heat 2.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds remain. 30 seconds remain.
Fifteen seconds left.
Stay tight on the front. All clear. Thank you, Zaylee. Finish this lap. Drivers will be done once you hear your name. Do not slow down until you hear your
Zaylee
name.
done.
Zaylee, you are done.
Nick Sarter done.
Nick, you are done. Keep on rolling till you hear your name.
Cooper King
There's Cooper. Here comes Justin down the backstretch.
Justin
Across the
Carey
line,
done.
there's Justin. Justin got the win in the TQ with a 33 in the 509 with a fast lap of 8.8, making that the fastest of that heat race. Nick got second with a 31 in the 501. Zaylee got third with a 31 in the 501, back 1/10. Cooper got fourth with a 28 in the 508. Out on the tracker now is GT12 Heat 2. I'm looking for TJ, Brad, Brian, and David. For my marshals, if I could I please get Justin, Nick, Zaylee,
Stig. TJ
and
Holloway.
Cooper?
Brad Ringer.
Thank you, Justin. Was that a sign of thank you or I'm drinking later? Was that a sign of thank you or I'm drinking later? Junior. Close enough, right?
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Stay tight on the backstretch. Watch out
30
for the
seconds to the
marshal.
start of the race. David L. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
I got Justin. I got both Nicks. Just looking for Cooper. Let's get you guys lined up. It is TJ in 1, Brad 2, Brian 3, David 4. One of the Knicks. Could I get one of you down there? Thank you, Nick. All right, I have all 4 drivers. I have all 4 marshals. You guys are good to go. Once you hear your name, TJ, Brad, Brian, and David.
Have your phone stop blowing up. Have your phone stop blowing up.
4 minutes left.
One minute down, 4 to go. It is Brian, your leader, with a 35 in the 5:07. David in second with a 32 in the 5:06, back 6.2. TJ in third with a 32 in the 5:09, back 0.8. Brad in fourth with a 32 in the 5:09, back 0.2.
Three minutes left.
Two minutes
minutes
left.
left.
2 minutes left. It is Brian, your leader. TJ in second, back 12.6. David in third, back 3/10. Brad in fourth, back 3.7. Coming up next is Formula One Heat 1 with Vanderveen, Josh, Chuck, Kyle, and Smith.
Just line inside box.
One minute left.
Final 60. It is Brian, your leader, with a 34 in the 5:05. David in second with a 32 in the 5:06, back
45
16.1.
seconds left.
TJ in third with a 32 in the 5:09, back 2.6. TJ in fourth with a 31 in the 50, back 0.2. Up next is Formula One Heat 1. Formula One Heat 1, looking for you guys in 30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. 30 seconds left.
Fifteen seconds left. TJ Holloway done.
TJ, you are done. Keep on rolling till you hear your name.
Brad Ringer done.
There's Brad. Here comes David and Brian.
David L done.
There's David.
The stick
There's
done.
Brian. Brian got the win and the TQ with a 34 in the 509 with a fast lap of 8.5, making that the fastest of that heat race. David got second with a 32 in the 506. TJ got third with a 31 in the 50, and Brad got fourth with a 31 in the 505. Out on the tracker now is Formula One Heat 1 for Vanderveen, Chuck, Josh, Kyle, and Brian Smith. This is Formula One. USGT is after this one. My bad. For my marshals, I'm looking for Brian Fink,
Kyle Brummett.
David, TJ, and Brad. Brad, TJ, David, and Brian Fink. I need you four for marshals, please and thank you.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Papa Smurf.
Put one cell in there accidentally.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. The Unicorn.
Brian Smith, could you cross the line?
Snowman. Brian van der Veen.
All right, let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Van der Veen in 1, Chuck in 2, Kyle 3, Smith 4. Van der Veen in 1, Chuck in 2, Kyle 3, Smith in 4. I have 4 drivers. I have 4 marshals. You guys are good to go. Once you hear your name, Van der Veen, Chuck, Kyle, and Smith. Stay tight on the left, tight on the left, tight on the left, tight on the left. All clear.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Van der Veen, your leader, with a 30 and the 5:02. Chuck in second with a 29 and the 5:03, back 2.3. Kyle in third with a 29 and the 5:06, back 0.7. Smith in fourth with a 28 and the 5:05, back 2.3. You guys are chasing Brian Van der Veen's TQ with a 30 and the 5:06.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. It is Van der Veen, your leader. Chuck in second, back 3.1. Kyle in third, back 1.6. Smith in fourth, back 2.9. Currently, Van der Veen holds the fastest lap with a 9.7. Chuck, his fastest lap is a 10.02. Kyle's fastest lap is a 10.09. And Smith, his fastest lap is a 10.2. Two minutes
Two
remain.
minutes
2
left.
minutes remain. It is Van der Veen, your leader, with a 30 and the 5:01. Chuck in second with a 30 and the 5:09, back 4.2. Kyle in third with a 29 and the 5:06, back 4.7. Smith in fourth with a 28 and the 5:04, back 5.3. Coming up next is USGT Heat 1. Final 60 seconds. Final
1
60.
minute
It
left.
is Van der Veen, your leader, with a 30 and the 5:02. Chuck in second with a 30 in the 508, back 3.9. Kyle in third with a 29 in the 507, back 7.5. Smith in fourth with a 28 in the 501, back 3
45
seconds.
seconds left.
Coming up next is USGT Heat 1 with Chuck, TJ, Brian Smith, and John. Looking for you 4 drivers in roughly 30 seconds. 30 seconds remain. 30 seconds
seconds
remain.
left. Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds left. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name. Do not slow down until you hear your name. Everyone is still alive.
The
Keep on
unicorn
rolling.
done. Brian Vanderveen
Except
done.
Vanderveen and Chuck. You both are done.
Kyle Brummett done.
Kyle, you are done. Looking for Brian Smith. Here he comes down the backstretch into
Snowman
the
done.
loop. There's Smith. Vanderveen got the win with a 30 and the 503. He also got the DQ with a fast lap of 9.7. That was the fastest of that heat race. Chuck got second with a 29 in the 5.0. Kyle got third with a 29 in the 5.08. Smith got fourth with a 29 in the 5.10. Out on the tracker now is USGT Heat 1 with Chuck, TJ, Brian Smith, and John. For my marshals, I'm looking for Vanderveen, Kyle, and 2 volunteers. Vanderveen, Kyle, and 2 volunteers.
John Sumner. 1 minute to the start of the race.
I got Chuck, I got TJ, I got John, looking for Brian Smith. And for my marshals, needing Vanderveen,
TJ Holloway.
Kyle, and a couple
45 seconds to the start
marshals.
of the race.
I see Kyle walking this way. Vanderveen looks like he's getting his batteries on the charger. If I could just get 2 more volunteers.
30 seconds
If I
to
don't
the
get
start
2
of the
volunteers,
race.
I'll just go down the list.
unicorn.
And 2 people will be lucky enough to be voluntold instead of volunteer.
Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for 2 more marshals. Just need 2 of you. Just looking for 2 volunteers. Pick a number between 1 and 4. I'm sure we did.
Snowman.
3. Alright. Could I get Justin Carey and Nick out to the track? Justin Carey and Nick. Yup. Hey, Brian picked the number. I said pick a number between 1 and 4. That was all races. Hey, it could have been David. Let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Chuck in 1, TJ in 2, Brian 3, John 4. I have 4 marshals. I have 4 drivers. You guys are listening for your name. Chuck, TJ, Brian, and John.
Summer is actually third right now. But he does have the fastest lap. Oh, for 2 seconds, or 2 tenths of third.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is TJ, your leader, with a 30 and the 5:05. Chuck in second with a 29 and the 5:0. Back 1.4. John in third with a 29 and the 5:0. Back half a second. Brian in fourth with a 28 and the 5:06. Back 4.1.
Laid down at 9.6. The next closest is 8.99.
Three minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. It is TJ,
3
your
minutes
leader.
left.
Chuck in second, back 1/10. John in third, back 1.1. Brian in fourth, back 6.8. Currently, John holds the fastest lap with a 9.5. TJ's fastest lap is a 9.92. Chuck's fastest lap is a 9.94. And Brian's fastest lap is a 10.1.
Yeah.
Fastest lap. Caution in the center, caution in the center. Stay tight in the center, tight in the center. All clear.
He has the fastest car, but not the most consistent. But that's where all of that.
Stay tight on the back, tight on the back, tight on the back. All clear.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. It is TJ, our leader, with a 30 and the 5:07. Chuck in second with a 30 and the 5:08. Back 0.7. Brian in third with a 28 and the 5:10. Back 14.3. John in fourth with a 27 and the 5:03. Back 2.2. Stay tight on the left, tight on the left, tight on the left. All clear. Final 60 seconds. Final 60.
1 minute left.
It is TJ, our leader, with a 30 and the 5:07. Chuck in second with a 30 and the 5:08. Back 0.3. Brian in third with a 28 and the 5:05. Back 15.6. And it looks like John is retiring from this heat race.
45 seconds left. Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds remain. 30 seconds remain.
15 seconds left.
10 seconds left. Finish this lap, drivers. You'll be done once you hear your name. Do not slow down until you hear your name. Keep on rolling. Everyone's still
TJ
live
Molly
except for TJ.
The unicorn
Chuck,
done.
you are done. And
Snowman
there
done.
is Brian. Chuck got the win and the DQ with a 30 and the 507, my bad. TJ got second with the 29 and the 501, and Brian got third with the 28 and the 505. And that heat race, John had the fastest lap with a 9.5. We'll come back in 12 minutes at 9:10. 9:10 in 12 minutes with your main events. Practice is now on, you guys.
Jacob Montgomery. Steve Roebling. 8-6. 9-3. 8-7. 9-2. 8-4.
Thank you.
9 flat.
Your guys' main events are posted. We'll get started in
8-4.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. Out first is 12 scale B main with
8-7.
Kyle, Josh, Randy, Jerry, and Brian.
8-4. 9 flat. 8-6. 9-1. 8-5. 9-2. 8-5. 9-5. 10-9. 8-6. 9-1. 8-9. 9-1. 8-8. 9-1. 9-4. 13-5. 9-7. 13-8. 9-6. 9-1. 8-8. 8-9. 9-1. 10-2. 8-9. 8-8. 8-6. 8-8. 10-2. 8-7. 8-7. 8-8. 8-6. 8-7. 8-7. 8-8. 12-8. 8-7. 8-6. 10 flat. 12-9. 9 flat. 8-7. 8-7. 8-8. 8-9. 10-8. 8-7. 8-5. 8-6. 8-8. 8-8. 31.4. 10-8. 10-2. 10 flat. 9-7.
It is that time. It is 9:10. We'll go ahead and get started. Out first is 12 scale B main. I am looking for Kyle, Josh, Randy, Jerry, and Brian Fink. For my marshals, I'm looking for David, Tony, Steve, and Jacob. Jacob, Steve, Tony, and David. If I could get all four of you out here, that would be greatly appreciated.
The Stig. Randy Wells. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Kyle Brummett. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Papa Smuff.
I got David, I got Steve, looking for Tony and Jacob.
Jerry Moss.
I got Tony, just looking for Jacob. Hola. Looking for Jacob. Alrighty. Let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Kyle in 1, Josh in 2, Randy 3, Jerry 4, Brian 5. Kyle 1, Josh 2, Randy 3, Jerry 4, Brian 5. All right, I have 5 drivers. I have 4 marshals. You guys are good to go on the tone in less than 5. Mine was a little louder. Top 2 will advance. Top 2. Caution on the front stretch. All clear.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Brian, your leader. Kyle in second, back 5.3. Josh in third, back 0.2. Randy in fourth, back 4.7. And Jerry in fifth, back 6 seconds.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remain. It is Brian, your leader. Kyle in second, back 7.7. Jerry in third, back 9.9. Randy in fourth, back 1.8. Currently, Brian holds the fastest lap on 8.1, Kyle's fastest lap in 8.6, Jerry's fastest lap in 8.9, and Randy, his fastest lap in 8.8. Coming up next is GT12 A main. GT12 A main coming up in roughly 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. It is Brian, your leader. Jerry in second, back 18.2. Randy in third, back 1.2. 5-man race turned into 3-man race. Remember, top 2 will advance top 2. Caution on the back stretch. Stay wide on the back, wide on the back, wide on the back. Final 60 seconds. It is Brian, your leader.
1 minute
Randy
left.
in second, back 18.8. Jerry in third, back 7.9. Coming up next is GT12 A main with Brian Fink, Justin, David, TJ, Brad, Nick,
45
Zaley,
seconds left.
and Cooper. Thirty seconds remain. 30 seconds remain.
30 seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds. Finish this lap. Drivers will be done
Well
once
done.
you hear your name. There's Randy.
Mistake done.
There's Brian. Looking forward, Jerry.
Jerry
There's
well done.
Jerry. Brian got the win with a 33 in the 502. Randy got second with a 31 in the 50. Jerry got third with a 31 in the 508. Randy and Mr. Fink are your 2 bump ups. Out on the track right now is GT12 A main with Brian Fink, Justin, David, TJ, Brad, Nick, Zaley, and Cooper. For my marshals, I'm looking for Randy, Jerry, Kyle, and 1 volunteer. Kyle, Jerry, Randy, and 1 volunteer.
TJ Holloway. Brad Ringer. The Stig. Justin Carey. Nick Zaley. 1 minute to the start of the race. Cooper King. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Nick Sarter. David L. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
I got Josh out here. I got Jerry. I got Randy. Looking for Kyle. I see him walking this way. Slowly but surely. Let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Brian in 1, Justin 2, David 3, TJ 4, Brad 5, Nick 6, Zaylee 7, Cooper 8, Brian 1, Justin 2, David 3, TJ 4, Brad 5, Nick 6, Zaylee 7, Cooper 8. I have all 8 drivers. I have all 4 marshals. You guys are all set and ready to go on the tone in less than 5. Caution on the top right. Stay tight on the top right. All clear. Caution in the center. Stay very, very tight in the center. Very tight in the center. Very tight in the center. Very, very tight in the center. Tight
4
in the
minutes
center.
left.
All clear. 1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Brian, your leader. Justin in second, back 1.4. TJ in third, back 3 seconds. Brad in fourth, back 1 second. Zaylee in fifth, back 0.8. David in sixth, back 0.6. Nick in seventh, back 3.1. And Cooper in eighth, back 14. Cooper, that is the leader behind you. Thank you. Three minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. It is Brian, your
3 minutes
leader.
left.
Stay wide on the back, wide on the back, wide on the back. All clear. It is Justin, your new leader. Brian in second, back 2.8. TJ in third, back 1.8. Brad in fourth, back 1.3. Zaylee in fifth, back 0.9. Nick in sixth, back 7.2. David in seventh, back 4.4. And Cooper in eighth, back 34.8. Nick, that is the leader coming up behind you. Thank you, Nick. Brad, that is the leader behind you. Thank you, Brad.
2 minutes
And David
left.
in a short couple laps, that will be the leader behind you. 2 minutes remain. It is Justin, your leader. Brian in second, back 3.5. Brad in third, back 6.2. TJ in fourth, back 2.3. Zaylee in fifth, back 3.8. Nick in sixth, back 1 second. David in seventh, back 2 seconds. Nick, that is the leader behind you. Thank you, Nick. Nick number 2, Nick Zaley. That will be the leader behind you in a minute.
1 minute
Final
left.
60 seconds. Final 60. It is Justin, your leader. Brian in second, back 1.9. Brad in third, back 9.7. TJ in fourth, back 3.3. Zaley in fifth, back 2.4.
45
David in
seconds
sixth,
left.
back 2.4. And Nick in seventh, back 3.7.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. 30 seconds remain. Your closest race on the track right now is for the lead between Justin and Brian. Only 1.5 seconds
15
separate
seconds
them.
left.
Stay wide on the bottom left, wide on the bottom left. All clear. 10 seconds remain, 10 seconds remain. Up next is Formula One A main. Finish this lap, drivers will be done
David,
once
well
you
done.
hear your name. David, you are done.
Nick Sarter done.
Nick, you are done.
TJ Holloway
TJ,
done.
you are done. Brad, you are done.
done.
Justin, you are done. Zaley, you are done.
done.
And Brian, you are
Nick
done. Everyone is
done.
now finished. Justin got the win with a 33 and the 507 with a fast lap of 8.7. Brian got second with a 33 and the 509 with a fast lap of 8.5, making that the fastest lap of the race. TJ got third with a 31 and the 505. Brad got fourth with a 31 and the 506. Nick Zaley got fifth with a 31 and the 508. David got sixth with a 30 and the 50, and Nick got seventh with a 30 and the 504. Out on the track now is Formula One A main with Vanderveen, Josh, Chuck, Kyle, and Smith. For my marshals, if I could I please get Brad, TJ, Brian Fink, and Justin? Justin, Brian Fink, TJ, and Brad, if I could get you four marshals, please and thank you.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. The Unicorn. Brian Vanderveen. Kyle Brummett. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Papa Smuff.
I saw that too.
I have Justin. I have Brad looking for TJ and Brian. I have TJ just looking for Brian when he has a second. Thank you, Nick.
Snowman.
Let's get you guys lined up. It'll be Vanderveen in 1, Josh in 2, Chuck in 3, Kyle 4, Smith in 5. Vanderveen in 1, Josh in 2, Chuck in 3, Kyle 4, Smith 5. I have all 5 marshals. all 5 drivers, I realized that mistake, all 4 marshals, you guys are all set on the tone in less than 5.
Very. I like all the different body styles. It's not like they're all the same one. Yeah. Like look between Brian Smith, which is the white car all the way in the back, and Josh Heidi's the red one right here. 2 complete ones.
Caution on the top right. Stay wide on the top right. Wide on the top right. All clear.
Four minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. 1 minute down, 4 to go. It is Vanderveen, your leader. Chuck in second, back 2.4. Kyle in third, back 2.4. Smith in fourth, back 0.6. And Josh in fifth, back 1.9. Three minutes remain. 3 minutes remain. It is Vanderveen, your leader. Chuck
3
in
minutes
second,
left.
back 3.4. Josh in third, back 4.6. Smith in fourth, back 0.7. Kyle in fifth, back 0.2. Currently, Vanderveen holds the fastest lap with a 9.7. Chuck's fastest lap is a 9.9. Josh's fastest lap is a 9.79. Kyle's fastest lap is a 10.17. Smith, his fastest lap is a 9.8.
Two minutes left.
I did at the very end.
That's sad. You should. 2 minutes remain. It is Vanderveen, your leader. Chuck in second, back 4.1. Josh in third, back 3.4. Smith in fourth, back 5.8. Kyle in fifth, back 2.2. Stay tight on the left, tight on the left, tight on the left, very tight on the left. All clear on the left. Final 60 seconds, final 60. It is Vanderveen, your leader. Chuck in second, back 3.6.
1 minute
Josh in
left.
third, back 1.5. 5.1, I'm sorry. Kyle in fourth, back 14.4. Smith in fifth, back 1.8. Coming up next is USGT. A-Main. Looking for Chuck,
45
TJ, Brian
seconds
Smith,
left.
and John. Looking for you 4 drivers in roughly 40 seconds.
Thirty seconds left. $15 seconds left.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Finish
Kyle
this
Brum's
lap.
done.
Driver's gonna be done once you
No
hear your
man
name. Kyler, you're done.
Thomas
Brian
is done.
Smith, you're done. Josh, you're
Brian
done. Brian
Vanderveen done.
Vanderveen, you're done.
The unicorn done.
And there's Chuck. Vanderveen got the win with a 30 in the 505 with a fast lap of 9.71. Chuck got second with a 30 in the 509 with a fast lap of 9.77. Josh got third with a 29 in the 505. Kyle got fourth with a 27 in the 502. Brian Smith got fourth with a 20. Brian Smith got fifth, I'm sorry, with a 27 in the 503. Out on the tracker now is USGT A main with Chuck, TJ, Brian Smith, and John. For my marshals, I'm looking for Vanderveen, Josh, Kyle, and one volunteer. Vanderveen, Chuck, and Kyle, and one volunteer. Vanderveen, Josh, and Kyle. I'm sorry. Vanderveen, Josh, Kyle, and one volunteer.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. John Sumner. TJ Holloway. The unicorn. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, all right, all right. It's
15
our
seconds to the start of the
USGT VTA main. We got Chuck, TJ, and John checked in. Here comes the snowman.
Oh. What, here, just one of those. There we go. That would be that side.
All right, all right, all right. We could use another turn marshal. Could use another turn marshal out here. We could get a volunteer turn marshal out here, somebody who's not in the 12 scale A main up next. Who should I pick? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Who did we have last time as our volunteers? It was Nick Sutter and yeah. Brad Ringer, can you volunteer turn marshal for us? Oh. All right, guys, we need a volunteer turn marshal out here. We'll take any warm body we can get. These guys aren't going to wreck anyways. Right? Right. This is where everybody
Snowman.
agrees with me. Yeah, they're not going to wreck at all. All right, appreciate it. Thanks. right, let's get them lined up. It's going to be Chuck on pole, TJ starting second, Brian the Snowman Smith starting third, and John Sumner fourth. So it's Chuck, TJ, Brian, and John. All right, guys, this is it, the big one right here. We'll let TJ get himself up to second place right there. There he goes. US VTA car versus a bunch of US GT, and he's qualified second. So, all right, you are listening for the tone in less than 5. And we are off. Chuck Ray going to try to use that 21.5 power to see if he can pull away from TJ. TJ's got a very good handling VTA car. That car has been A main material here in VTA for the last several weeks, so don't look for that car to go wrong here. Brian in the TT02 hounding TJ. I'm not sure if Brian's got the 21.5 in there or not. I'm going to assume he does. It doesn't sound like a silver can motor, but I could be wrong. Chuck now starting to pull away a little bit. Got a few car lengths. Chuck about with a 1 second lead right now over TJ. TJ driving defensive, keeping Brian Smith behind him. Oh, there was a close one.
4 minutes
Nice
left.
move right there by both those drivers. Keeping it clean, didn't even touch doors, went side by side into the corner. Uh-oh, Sumner having a little trouble right there, just recoups. It's kind of a throwback class. We haven't had a whole lot of USGT in the past year, so it's nice to see him coming back. Right now, everybody on the lead lap. Smith gets around Holloway. Holloway is not giving that one up, though. He is right on him. Oh, it's bobbled by Smith. That's going to let Holloway get right up and on him. Meanwhile, Sumner right there looking for picking the fruit right there. Just got to be steady and careful. So everybody right now on the same lap. Closest race on the track
3 minutes left.
is Smith and Holloway, separated by 0.14 seconds. It's just about 2-3 car lengths. Holloway back around Smith now. Oh, Smith rolls it. That lets Sumner around. Sumner's got a fast race car right there, but it's a bit on the twitchy side. If he can keep it straight and narrow, he's going to be a force for second place right there, because he is pulling in on Holloway very quickly, right on his rear bumper. He's just going to have to be patient, use that horsepower advantage when he can. Meanwhile, your leader, Chuck Ray, has checked out. 5.5 second lead now over
minutes
John
left.
Sumner. Sumner gets himself up to second place. Fast laps right now. Smith 10:04, Holloway 10:05, Sumner 9:83, Ray 9:90. So Sumner with a fast car, but with less than 2 minutes left, not too likely he's going to pull Ray in. Holloway back around Sumner. Sumner had a problem. Once again, that twitchiness of that car. It's darty. It's fast, but it's darty. It's the price you pay for having a fast car. Sometimes it's darty.
1 minute left.
4 down, 1 to go. It's Chuck out ahead of TJ, 8.2 second lead. TJ 1.2 up over John. John 2.6 over Smith.
45 seconds left.
Oh no, Smith parks it in the center of the infield right there, waiting for the marshal. That takes him out of the running. Sumner got 30 seconds
left.
to do something with Holloway up there. Meanwhile, Chuck Ray is on cruise mode. Oh, Sumner. Oh, they both tangle and crash. Oh no, Marshalls get them both. They banged wheels and
15 seconds left.
banged doors, and they both went over. Sumner's gonna have to make a mad dash because this might be one more lap out of this. They're gonna be cutting it very. Oh no! Oh, that is it. That is it.
Done.
Right there at the line.
John Sumner done.
Chuck Ray gets your win with a
Snowman
35-10. TJ Holloway 28.501.13. Sumner 28.501.32. 1.89 seconds back. Smith dropped out early on lap 24. Fast laps 10:04 for Smith, 9:63 for Sumner, 10:03 for Holloway, and 9:84 for Ray. So now it's time for the big boys. 1/12 stock GTP. David Lee, Tony Fox, Steve Roebling, Jacob Montgomery, Brian Fink, Randy Wells.
The Stig. Randy Wells. Steve Roebling.
All right. Need drivers from the last race back out here to Marshall.
Jacob Montgomery.
We got a volunteer. We got Chuck. We got John.
David L. 1 minute to the start of the race.
It's car look. I mean, the car's definitely got some speed to it. Sure.
45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
We're doing a little repair
Tony
work over in the
Fox.
top right corner, driver, so give us a second to get the tape fixed over there, putting the new stuff down, so a new slick spot for you guys to
15
drive over
seconds
just in
to the
time for
start
the
of the
main.
race.
Lucky you. Thanks, Brian. Were you running 21.5 in that or a silver game? Oh, really? Okay. That's respectable for that motor, yeah. All right. We're all back underway. You guys can get your laps in here. Oh, watch on the bottom left. Bottom left, we got a car stuck in the pipe. Watch out. We got a Marshall and a car down there in the bottom left. All right. Now clear. Marshall crossing the track on the short chute. Watch out for that. There we go. All right. We got TJ making his way over to his Marshall spot. Thank you, TJ. All right. We are all good. We've got 4 Marshalls. We've got all cars checked in. So close it down. Close those laps. Let's bring it out on the straightaway. All right. Your starting order is David on pole. He is your TQ. Tony Fox starting second. Steve Roebling starting third. Jacob Montgomery rolling off fourth. Brian Fink starting fifth. And Randy Wells going sixth. We just need to get all of our Marshalls off their phones. Noah. Oh. All right, drivers, you are listening for the tone in less than 5. Here we go. David Lee jumping out to a fast lead. He was right on the buzzer. Quick reaction time right there. Tony right about a good spacing behind him, so trailing by probably about a quarter to half a second. Looks like we've got Brian Fink about the same space behind, so top 3 all separated by about a second apiece. David 1.2 over Tony. Tony 1.0 over Brian. Brian 1.7 over Jacob. Jacob 1.0 over Randy. Randy 1.1 over Steve. So everyone is spread out about as evenly as you can get right now here early on. Fast laps early. David throwing down an 8:29. He is the fastest by about a tenth Oh, Roebling just went with an 8:27. Oh, watch the top left corner. That is your leader. That's your leader, David Lee, and that lets Fox right around for the lead. Let's see if David can reel him back in. They are pretty close in speed. David about a tenth faster on his fast lap, but he has got Brian Fink all over him in the back. So Brian looking to make a move. Our top three now separated by just under a second, about 7/10 of a second, covers the top three. They are close. Car lengths between them. David Lee hounding Tony Fox. Oh no, impact from all of our three. Oh man, Brian Fink takes advantage and he jumps out into the lead, recovers from his crash. David Lee back to second again, but this time behind a different car. Brian picked the right time to do that. He now has fast lap with an 8.20, just reset his two fastest laps, 8.20 to David's 8.25, Tony 8.31, Roebling an 8.27. If they keep kind of playing, bouncing around there, Roebling's going to catch up with him. There we go. We've got another change right there. Now Fox back to the lead. Fink second, Lee third. No, I'm sorry, Roebling third, Lee fourth. Oh, David might have something wrong with his car. He looks like he's getting unusually loose right there. That's not typical of his CRC machine. Looks like we might have a broken car for our TQ. Tony Fox right now 0.7 seconds up over Brian Fink. Steve Roebling about 4.4 back. Steve with about a 2-second lead over Jacob. Jacob about 5.8 over Randy. Fast laps now. Fox down into the 8.2s, 8.27 to Fink's 8.20. Both of them with some very quick cars. Oh no, second place Fink just sticks it in the corner early. That's going to give Tony about 3 seconds up ahead. That white car coming up on you is your leader. White car is your leader. Let him go. And let that red and fluorescent red and magenta car go if he comes up on you as well. Oh, yeah. Make sure your wheel nuts are on. Tony now 3.4 seconds over Fink. Oh no, that is your leader getting caught up with a lapped car right there. Looks like Jacob might be pulling it out. Yep. When things go bad in 12 scale, they go bad fast. Now down to just 4 cars, so it's Fox,
4 minutes
Fink,
left.
Roebling, and Wells. Fox and Fink, the only cars on the lead lap. Roebling 1 lap down. He and Wells are on the same lap. Fox maintaining about a 4.5 second lead over Fink. Fink a lap up on Roebling. Roebling about 6 seconds ahead of Wells. All of our top 3 drivers have been in the 8.2s. Seven nines happen in the heats, not in the mains. Drive it harder.
3 minutes left.
Quit messing around and drive it harder. We want a 7-9. Five down, 3 to go. Fox on top. 4.5 seconds over Fink, so keeping that lead pretty consistent. Now up to a 5-2. Nice work by Roebling, giving him space in kind of a tricky spot. where you want to go full throttle there. And Steve, being the veteran that he is, knows exactly where to let a faster car go by. He's been the faster car before, so he knows how to do it. Brian
2
Fink running
minutes
second
left.
now, coming up on Randy. Randy sounds like he's got something rattling around right there. Might have a body pop on the front end, or maybe a little damage on a body post. Oh no, Fink sticks the Dukes of Hazzard entry onto the straightaway. Oh no, that's a harsh one right there. I've done that myself. Actually, that's the corner I don't wreck in. I seem to wreck on the sweeper instead. Fox now, minute and 15 left. He's got a lap on the field. It's Fink, Roebling, and Randy Wells finishing out the order, 2, 3, and 4.
1 minute left.
We had a heck of a race for the lead early on with 3-car train going for it, but it's now been narrowed down to 1, so
45 seconds left.
Fox now on cruise control, running around about 8.7s, 8.6s. Yeah, you shouldn't have any problem taking 7/10 off there with 30 seconds left. Hey, 8:47. There we go. There we go. Keep talking him up, Justin. He took 3/10 off that one.
15
Fox and
seconds
Fink
left.
both still running in comparable laps, 8.5s right now. Roebling also still throwing down some occasional 8.5s right there, so they're all pretty even. All right.
Mistake done.
That is it, drivers.
Randy
Finish
Wells
your
done.
laps.
Tony Fox done.
Tony Fox gets the
Steve
win,
Roebling done.
followed by Brian Fink, Steve Roebling, Randy Wells. Jacob and David fell out early, unfortunately. All right. Fox with the win, Fink second, Roebling third, Wells fourth, Montgomery fifth, and Lee sixth. All right. Should we turn on the practice so we can hear the 9.0s? 10.0s?
Tony Fox.
Let's see that 7.9.
Nine 2.
Wow. I was generous with the 9.0, wasn't I?
8 9.
Oh, well, there you go. Now you just need to take another second off of it.
8 9.
Now your consistency is 98.4, so that's good. It's that right-hand side that gets you.
8 9. 8 8.
Take it wider going into the far right there, and then you
8-6.
can short shoot. Oh, there we go, 8.6. Tony was running 8.5s at the end of the race, though, so you know you're off within a 10th. All right, guys, settle up at the hobby shop. If you got a tab open with James, come up here and see him. Yeah, he's all excited to take your money. Thank you for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. Once again, you don't have to go home. You do have to go home, so get out. You don't have to go home, but "10 minutes till James pumps the shotgun and we're ready to go." We don't talk about that on the air here.